Hello all, welcome to Smart Classes. In today's class, we will basically discuss about the 1969 Telangana movement. That is, 1956, we had the formation of Andhra Pradesh, and then in 1969, we had the Telangana movement, initially for reforms, and then it turned out to be for the separation of Telangana for Andhra Pradesh. Firstly, we'll discuss the reasons behind this movement. The first reason we'll be discussing is the chief ministers of Andhra Pradesh. According to gentleman's agreement, if the chief minister is Telangana, then the deputy chief minister must be from Andhra. That is, Telangana person should also get a chance to be the chief minister. But till 1969, the chief minister were only from Andhra. Initially, it was Neelam Sanjeev Reddy and then Damodaram Sanjeevaya, and it was Neelam Sanjeev Reddy again. After that, Kasu Brahmanand Reddy. Were belonging to the Andhra region. And these people, because they were belonging to the Andhra region, these people basically concentrated on the welfare of the Andhra region and not the Telangana region. They neglected Telangana people and the region in case of water, electricity, employment, education, and in many purposes, finance, so and so. So industrially, so almost in all the respects, they have neglected the Telangana people. So this is the first reason for the people to get enraged. And then the second reason and the main reason is violation of safeguards of gentleman's agreement. As we know, in the gentleman's agreement, there were 14 important issues which they came into agreement on. Out of them, there were 8 important issues which we have discussed in the last video. If you want to know about gentleman's agreement, go to that video and take a look at that. And in today's class, the first point which was violated is usage of the surplus budget. As I told you, Telangana was under 4 crore surplus budget, whereas Andhra was 2 crore deficit. All the surplus budget of Telangana was used to develop the Andhra region and to cover the physical deficit of the Andhra region. So, this was the first law which is being violated. And the second rule is non-mulkis getting the local certificate. That is, according to gentleman's agreement, non-mulkis can work in the government jobs of Telangana only if they have 12 years of residency. But non-mulkis were getting the local certificates with the help of the revenue officers who were belonging to Andhra region. That is, they were getting the certificates illegally and taking the Telangana jobs. And the third reason and the most important reason is Telangana Telangana Regional Council. Sorry, Telangana Regional Council. So, as we have discussed in the last class, there were many things which Telangana Regional Council was responsible for. Overall, it was responsible for the welfare and development of the Telangana people, and it is responsible to look after the 14 important issues which were signed in the gentleman's agreement. Telangana TRC is responsible to look into the issues so that Andhras do not violate these 14 important problems mentioned in the gentleman's agreement. But people started ignoring TRC. According to TRC, permission should be taken for buying and selling of the agricultural land, but that was not being followed. And Chokka Rao, who was the president of TRC, when Kasu Brahmanand Reddy was the chief minister, was insulted in the assembly by Kasu Brahmanand Reddy for questioning on the surplus budget of the Telangana. As it was the Andhra Pradesh assembly, Chokka Rao has asked for the surplus budget, saying that where did our crores go? He basically asked, మా కోట్లు ఎక్కడ పోయినాయి. That is, crores is known as like Kotlu in Telangana. But Kasubramanian Reddy insulted him, saying that courts are courts are still there. He took Kotlu for courts, and he has insulted Chokkara, which has enraged the people of Telangana. And this was mentioned in the Janadharma Patrika, Janadharma newspaper. So basically, on July 10th, 1968, Telangana Hakkala Parirakshana Dinotsavam was observed by the Telangana people. And then the fourth reason was the newspaper Telangana. Sorry, this was basically the third reason. And sorry, here is the fourth reason. Janadharma Patrika has also played an important role in the 1969 Telangana movement. They have started publishing the injustice done to the Telangana people to enlighten the Telangana people. And then there was economic slowdown during this period due to war with China and Pakistan. A lot of funds went to the war, and there was a deficit in the country. So for the purpose, Indira Gandhi has called for a meeting with all the chief ministers of the country, and she has said that no grants will be given from the center to state as center is already in the physical deficit, so it cannot afford giving grants to the states. So she has asked temporary employees must be removed and there must be decrease in salaries of the employees. So as these Andhra people knew this before, they have made temporary employees of Andhra into they have converted temporary employees of Andhra into permanent, and they have left out the Telangana temporary employees. And when Indira Gandhi has ordered to remove the temporary employees, they have removed the temporary employees of Telangana and not Andhra. This has definitely enraged the people, and this is the main cause for the 1969 Telangana movement. And here is the immediate and the most important cause for the movement, that is KTPS incident, Kottagudam Thermal Power Station, which is in Palavancha, Khammam district. So, basically, to build the Kottagudam plant, land and resources were given by Telangana people, and in order to give the land and resources, Telangana people have put the employment rule that 85% must be locals and 15% must be non-locals. So, but this was definitely not followed. Majority was Andhra people, that is non-locals, and the minority were Telangana people. So, when Indira Gandhi has ordered to remove the temporary employees, there were many people removed. Among them, Potu Krishnamurti was one of the employees. He has lost his job because of this economic slowdown and the removal of temporary employees. So, he has lost, but Andhra people have got the jobs, permanent jobs. So, he went on to strike in Palvancha, Khammam district. So Mahadeva Singh, who was the president of the Workers' Association, has supported Potu Krishnamurti. He was also the chairman of the Socialist Party. There was one more person who has been observing the whole issue and helping these people. That is Takkellapalli Purushottam Rao. He was the first MLA who has supported the 1969 Telangana movement. Telangana movement. He was belonging to the Vardhanapeta constituency of Warangal district. So this person, Takkalapalli Purushottam Rao, has suggested Potu Krishnamurti and Mahadeva Singh to meet Kolishetty Ramadasu. He was present in Khammam district. So these two people have suggested, like Takkalapalli Purushottam Rao has suggested Potu Krishnamurti and Mahadeva Singh to meet Kolishetty Ramadasu. He was the first person of the Telangana movement. He has suggested to do the Telangana movement for all the important issues and for all the reforms to be brought, not only on the KTPS incident, he has asked to combine the KTPS incident with the other problems of the Telangana people. And he has suggested to start the Telangana Mahaudyamam for all the reforms which are necessary to be bought. They have started the strike in Khammam district headquarters because if the strike is done in Palvancha, there will be no support of student and no media will go to Palvancha, and there will not be enough support because there will not be enough marketing or enough publicity to the strike. So that is why Telangana Mahadhyamam has been started in the district headquarters of Khammam. There's one more reason for which Telangana this Mahadhyamam was started in Khammam. Jalagam Vengal Rao, he was also the MLA in the Khammam district. And then Sheelam Siddhareddy, he was also an MLA who was also the minister, irrigation minister in the government of Kasu Brahmanand Reddy. So there was rivalry between these two ministers because Jalgam Vengal Rao did not get any ministry, but Sheelam Siddhareddy has got ministry as he was the member of the Kasu Brahmanand Reddy committee. And Jalgam Vengal Rao was the member of the Neelam Sanjeev Reddy committee. So So, Janakam Vengal Rao has helped the Kolisetti Ramadasu to do strike in the Khammam district, and he also helped gather students for the strike. And then, with the help of Jalgam Vengal Rao, Anna Battula Ravindranath has started hunger strike in Khammam district. Anna Battula Ravindranath has started hunger strike in Khammam district with the help of Jalagam Vengal Rao. And once on Jan 8, 1969, Telangana movement has formally started. And then who has started this? Anna Battula Ravindranath by going on to hunger strike. So the people who have accompanied him are Kavirajamurthy and Anuradha, who is just 9 years old. So three of them have started hunger strike. And then an association has also been formed, which is known as Telangana Rakshana Samiti. And the demands of these people who were doing hunger strike were the first and the most important demand is send all the illegal Andhra employees back. There were about 4,500 illegal employees, and these employees must be sent back. And then the second one is complete all the irrigation projects which are necessary for the irrigation in Telangana region. And then the third important point was industrialize the Telangana region so that people would get more jobs. So these are the three important demands of the Telangana movement and the hunger strike. Rabindranath has promised Kolishetty Ramadasu not to stop a hunger strike. That is, he has given a promissory note. That is, he would definitely not stop the hunger strike if anyone comes and influences Rabindranath. So Telangana has took the note in the writing format so that the Telangana movement would continue. And then on Jan 11, 1969, OU student OU students met Anna Batula Ravindranathu and they have also said that we will go on strike on behalf of you in the Usmania University. On Jan 10, 1969, Port Krishnamurti, that is the first person I'll just show this. Port Krishnamurti was the person responsible for the 1916 Telangana movement. He lost his job and he went on to strike. He also went on to strike as a support to Anna Batla Ravindranath in Palvancha. That is where KTPS was actually present. Kottegudam Thermal Power Plant was actually present. So in that place, Port Krishnamurti started hunger strike. And then on Jan 12, 1969, Venkat Ramreddy was elected as the JAC leader for the Telangana movement. And the students in Usmania University students have been divided into two groups. The first group is going on a strike for the reformation of Telangana. That is, reforms must be introduced in Telangana so that there shall be welfare of Telangana people, and Telangana people will also get some jobs. And there was a second group, which wants separate Telangana. Annabatla Ravindranath wanted reformation, not the separate Telangana. That is, the group one was basically supporting Annabatla Ravindranath, and the group two was for separate Telangana, because Andhra people will never do justice for us. We definitely want separate Telangana. And group one was known as Telangana Hakkula Parirakshana Samiti, and Anantula Madan Mohan was the leader of this Telangana Hakkula Parirakshana Samiti, and they have conducted their proceedings in Vivekavardhani College, which was in Koti. And group 2 was called as Telangana Karyacharana Samiti, and the leaders were Mallikarjuna and Sridhar Reddy. They have conducted their proceedings in Nizam College. Yeah, what was the governor of the Andhra Pradesh during that time was Kandu Bhai Desai. He has also come to the students and tried to stop the strike. On Jan 18th, 1969, Kasi Brahmananda Reddy met all the ministers and MLAs in Ananda Nilayam to discuss about this strike and the things done to stop the strike. So, after discussing with all the MLAs and ministers, Kasi Brahmananda Reddy has basically passed a GO, which is known as GO 36, Government Order 36, on Jan 21st, 1969, saying that all non locals should be sent back by Feb 28, 1969. That is, he has ordered all the departments to send the list of employees who were non local. And then this list must be submitted by Feb 28. Once the list is submitted, these employees must be removed and sent back to their original regions. To look after these proceedings, that is, proceedings of the Government Order 36, that is, implementation of the Government Order 36, Naidu and Vittal were appointed. Even after passing the GO 36, Anna Bhatala Ravindranath did not stop the hunger strike. He said that he will stop the hunger strike once the GO 36 is successfully implemented, then he'll stop the hunger strike. That is, he'll only stop the hunger strike if GO 36 is implemented. So, this is the story till now. What happened after that? Did he stop the strike? Or did the GO 36 actually was implemented successfully or not? Definitely not, I think. So we will see what happened next in the story in the next class. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe and share it with your friends so that I get some boost. Thank you.